My roommate loves kissing me. Ace an exam. Kisses. Flunk a test. More kisses. Happy. Kisses. Sad. Still kisses. Eventually I snapped. From now on, kisses cost $100 each. Without hesitation, Ethan transferred me $10. 000. Grinning. Let's start with 10 grand worth. Babe. I stared blankly at my phone. Ethan, my roommate Noah. The campus heartthrob at a university. Teacher's pet. Parents' pride. But he's got this quirk, an obsession with kissing. Specifically, kissing me. At first I humored him. He's ridiculously good to me, handles all the dorm cleaning, brings me meals daily. Surprise, buys my favorite boba. Even tutors me during finals. A few kisses seem harmless enough, but it escalated. Good grades? Celebratory kisses. Bad scores? Comfort kisses. Sunny mood? Kisses. Cloudy disposition. More kisses. The guy's a kissing machine. Then I realized my mistake. This wasn't just pecks on the cheek. Neck, arms, torso, nowhere was safe. Worst part, he leaves marks. Those damn hickeys on my neck forced me into elaborate mosquito bite lies with friends. It started innocently freshman year when we got randomly assigned as roommates. Kept bumping into him at club events until, well, here we are, staring at the fresh love bite in the mirror. I made a decision, avoidance protocol activated. Skip shared spaces. Dodge between classes. Even crash at the library after hours. 3 days into my evasion campaign. Success. Until the club group chat lit up mandatory team bonding event. No excuses. My stomach dropped. Ethan would definitely be there. I just happened to run into this situation. Like walking into the lion's den. But I couldn't skip without good reason. I wrestled with the decision internally. There were so many people in the club. Ethan wouldn't dare kiss me in front of everyone. I convinced myself. Mustering courage. When I pushed open the private room door, the president called out, "Zan, you're the last one here." Penalty shot. Everyone stared, leaving me no choice but to nod. Scanning the room, I found the only empty seat beside Ethan. Reluctantly settling in, I watched the president slide a full glass down the table. My nose wrinkled as the drink stopped before me, reaching for the bitter liquid I'd never developed a taste for. I froze when Ethan intercepted the glass. He's allergic, Ethan declared, downing the drink himself. I blinked in confusion. Since when? The president looked apologetic. Should have said something. Nodding stiffly, I realized this white lie worked wonders. Claiming alcohol intolerance kept others from offering drinks, leaving Ethan to drain glass after glass until his pale skin flushed crimson. When the gathering ended, I became the designated caretaker for my intoxicated roommate. Ethan walked surprisingly steady until we reached our dorm. Then his arms became octopus tentacles around my waist. Haven't kissed in days. He whined, nuzzling my neck with a voice shockingly high-pitched for his 6 feet 1 inch frame. I blocked his lips with my palm. Undeterred, Ethan gazed up with dewy puppy dog eyes. Desperate, I blurted, "Kisses cost $100 each now." Surely a college student's budget would deter him. The room's silence shattered with an electronic chirp. Payment received, $10. 000. My jaw dropped. How? Let's start with the $10,000 package. Ethan breathed against my ear. My brain short-circuited. This wasn't about the money. Pride demanded I honor my own rule. Jay, just no visible marks. I stammered, face burning. Ethan's chuckle warmed my skin. Your wish is my command. Baby, sweetheart, or should I call you? His feather-like kiss on my cheekbone sent shivers through me. Deciding this drunken affection needed no further analysis. I muttered, "Call me whatever." Every nerve buzzed as Ethan's lips found new territories. his breathing growing ragged. I chalked it up to the alcohol and stopped questioning nicknames. After just a few kisses, my entire body felt feverish and my legs turned to jelly. Eventually, I drifted off to sleep, Ethan still pressing his lips against mine. Do 100 kisses really take that long? Too drowsy to care. I faintly registered heavy breathing sounds nearby. I woke at 10:30 a.m. Thank God there's no class today. Blinking sleepily, I spotted breakfast spread across the dining table. All my favorite dishes. Checking my phone, I found another payment notification alongside last night's $1,000 transfer from Ethan. The memo read, couldn't resist a few extra kisses. My jaw dropped staring at the additional $1,000 Ethan sent around 2 a.m. Since when does 100 kisses equate to a few in his dictionary? The man's apparently a kissing marathoner. A full-body shiver ran through me as I regretted surrendering to temptation for mere pocket change. My phone chimed, snapping me from remorse. Ethan, awake? Come bring me water at the basketball court. Read 9:47 a.m. Not replying. Payment received $520. Memo. Errand fee. I responded faster than lightning. Cue, heavenly trumpets, your humble servant arrives in splendor. Awake? Bringing your favorite Gatorade Frost. Ethan, no rush. Take your time. Take my time. This isn't Noah. It's the money god. When deities summon, mortals sprint. I leaped from bed, skipped breakfast, and bolted to the convenience store. Arriving at the courts, I found Ethan just finishing his game amidst a swarm of girls, some offering towels, others thrusting water bottles, several shamelessly angling for his number. His gaze locked onto me through the crowd. He took the drink I offered, swallowing with that sinful Adam's apple bobbing. After draining the bottle, Ethan packed his gear and murmured, "Let me shower at the dorm first. Then I'll take you to lunch. No victory meal with your team?" I asked. "You matter more." He laced our fingers together, pulling me toward campus. My ears burned crimson, heartbeat thundering like war drums. At the restaurant, Ethan ordered all my comfort foods, stuffed and content. I napped the afternoon away in my dorm. Waking to twilight, I discovered catastrophe. The campus confession page had posted, "Vote for your favorite couple." Normally harmless, except someone paired me with Ethan in the same bracket. Worse yet, our combined entry was somehow leading the polls by landslide. Since when did becoming me material count as relationship goals? How is anyone supposed to view me now? Just then Ethan returned with takeout from the cafeteria. I hurriedly climbed down from the bed, shoving my phone at him. "Ethan, do you know everyone's spreading rumors that we're a couple?" He ignored the phone, frowning at my bare feet. Without warning, he scooped me up like a child and deposited me on the desk. My bewildered expression went unanswered as he knelt to slide my fuzzy slippers onto my feet. "Don't catch cold." The moment he said it, I became acutely aware of the chill seeping through the floor. Shaking my head, I thrust the phone closer. "Look at this." I'd nearly forgotten my original purpose. Ethan scanned the screen impassively before unpacking the food containers. His nonchalance grated on me. "Your reputation is ruined. Aren't you worried at all?" Wordlessly, he snapped apart disposable chopsticks and handed them to me. Seriously? Food right now." I made grabby hands at his phone. "Let me log in and publicly argue with him." He continued transferring my favorite dishes into my bowl. Unfazed by my pouting, my lower lip trembled dramatically. "You heartless jerk. I'll let you kiss me so many times." The least he could do was lend his phone for some social media warfare. Ethan observed my theatrics without irritation, fingers flying across his phone. The familiar digital chime made my ears perk up. PayPal received $10. 000. Could any sound be sweeter? You'll fall into their trap if you keep justifying yourself. He reasoned while I stared starry-eyed at my balance. Besides, first place in the competition has a $5, 200 prize. Want it or not? The logic struck like lightning. $5, 200. Not that I cared about the money, but avoiding pointless arguments sounded wise. At this rate, the prize seemed guaranteed. We stopped monitoring the posts. The campus's favorite couple unsurprisingly won by a landslide margin, our votes dwarfing the runner-up. The student forum promptly transferred the prize money. I immediately sent $2, 600 to Ethan despite internal weeping. Fair's fair. Why are you sending me this? He stared at the notification. We split everything 50-50. Obviously. He nodded but left the transfer pending. By evening, it remained unclaimed. Feigning need for his phone, I approached while he typed on his laptop. Ethan, let me borrow your phone. It's on the desk. Passcode's your birthday. My fingers froze mid-reach. Since when did he? He glanced up, reading my confusion. Problem. Ethan explained. Your birthday is pretty easy to remember. I nodded. Made sense. May 20th. Practically a calendar advertisement. I successfully unlocked Ethan's phone and confirmed the transfer in our chat. On impulse, I used his device to message the campus confession page. Campus crushes. This is Ethan. Regarding the couple goals competition, I need to clarify something. Zen isn't gay. Neither am I. We're both very straight. No anonymity needed. Thanks for posting. Mission accomplished. I deleted the evidence and waited. Days passed without the post appearing, probably buried under campus drama. Things between Ethan and me returned to normal. Free meals delivered. Dorm cleaning service included. Study sessions with a 4.0 GPA tutor. Though the guy still couldn't keep his lips to himself. Whatever. With this sweet deal and cash flowing my way, a few kisses never killed anybody. My birthday rolled around. Ethan always celebrated with me. Transferring $520 each year with his signature gift shopping's a hassle excuse. Considering my birthday's on May 20th, the money felt appropriately symbolic. Practical beats sentimental any day. Less effort for him. More cash for me. We met at our usual restaurant. But something felt off. Ethan had booked a private dining room instead of our regular booth. Before I could question it, darkness greeted me when I opened the door. All the lights suddenly blazed on. There stood Ethan clutching roses like some rom-com protagonist. My brain short-circuited when he thrust the bouquet at me and blurted, Zen, I'm into you. Practicing for some girl you like? I forced a laugh. His Adam's apple bobbed. No girls. Just you. Cue mental blue screen. This was the same guy who swore kissing me was just a harmless quirk. The walking stereotype of hetero-masculinity. My emergency exit strategy evaporated as Ethan's confession hung between us like disco ball glitter. I handed the flowers back to him. I could handle a kiss, but committing to a relationship still felt overwhelming. I knew Ethan treated me well, yet being official partners felt different from stolen kisses. It required real courage, the kind that defies judgmental stares. I was scared. I didn't want to drag him down either. I'm sorry. I mumbled before fleeing the private room. I wandered the streets in a daze. Had I been wrong from the start? My phone buzzed with notifications from Ethan frowny face. Don't feel pressured. My feelings for you are one-sided. Also, happy birthday. We never spoke again after that day. He cleared out his dorm belongings while I was away, vanishing from campus life. Our friendship dissolved into awkward strangers overnight. The empty dorm echoed with loneliness. Within days, campus gossip claimed Ethan already had a girlfriend. So much for being gay. What was all that I like you nonsense about? My new roommate Noah arrived soon after, his extroverted energy filling the space. Why Senior Ethan went abroad? He asked while unpacking. I froze. Abroad? Noah tactfully changed subjects when he saw my expression, offering homemade jerky from his hometown. The following years became a predictable cycle between dorm, library, classrooms, and dining halls until graduation. During our final week, Noah approached me about apartment hunting. His landlord contact offered affordable rent near my future workplace. I'll treat you to dinner. I offered gratefully. He grinned. Save the meal. Helping you is its own reward. There was something odd about his eagerness, but I couldn't pinpoint it. The move-in process went suspiciously smooth for prime downtown real estate. The vacant unit across from mine felt eerie. Shouldn't this area be packed? I shrugged it off, focusing on preparing for tomorrow's first day at Hayes Corporation. HR walked me through onboarding before leading me to the CEO's office. Since when do new hires meet the president immediately? My guide knocked and pushed open the mahogany door. I saw a familiar face, Ethan. Me. What's he doing here? This is his family's company. I needed a moment to process this information. HR explained to me. Zen, here's the deal. We have an unwritten rule here. All new hires must meet the CEO before starting. You'll need to answer 3 questions from him. Some unwritten rule. Huh? I walked into the office slowly. Even though we hadn't seen each other in 2 years, the reunion felt awkward. Ethan glanced at me and said flatly, "Sit." I nodded and took a seat. Ethan's tone was detached, like he was talking to a stranger. First question, are you seeing anyone? This caught me off guard. Since when does a billionaire CEO of a massive corporation ask new hires about their relationship status? Shouldn't he be grilling me about career goals or 5-year plans? But since he signs the checks, I played along. Not currently. A faint smile tugged at Ethan's lips. I quickly added, "Don't worry, sir. I plan to stay single for years. My complete focus will be on maximizing profits for Hayes Enterprises." Ethan's expression darkened. "That won't be necessary." Me? He cleared his throat. Second question, the company retreat, where would you prefer? Dolly or Sonia? I thought for a moment. Dolly. Ethan nodded. Final question, are you willing to work overtime? Absolutely. Good. Get to work then. After I left, Ethan spammed the company chat with 10 red envelopes, each containing $520 random cash grabs. The channel flooded with "Thanks, boss" messages. When leaving work, I tried to hail a cab only to find Ethan's car idling at the curb. He rolled down the window. "Get in. I'm heading your way." "We're not going the same direction." I refused. "Get in and I'll double your salary." Typical capitalist blackmail. Then again, Ethan had a girlfriend last I heard. Definitely straight. What's the worst that could happen? It's just a ride. I slid into the passenger seat without further protest. Ethan parked in my apartment complex's underground garage. He navigated to the elevators with unsettling familiarity, pressing the button for my floor. My spidey senses started tingling when the doors opened to reveal Noah. He blinked at Ethan. "Cousin, what you doing here? Weren't you moving in tomorrow?" Cousin. Noah knew Ethan. They were related. And he's moving here? Noticing me. Noah scratched his head. "Zan, you're here too. What are the odds of you two meeting like this?" Something wasn't right. Scratch that. Something was catastrophically wrong. During this period, Ethan and Noah were clearly hiding something from me. "Did you finish your work?" Ethan asked Noah coldly. "Oh, right. I just remembered I haven't finished my tasks yet." Noah patted his head. I'll get going now." With that, Noah took the elevator and left, leaving just Ethan and me at the entrance. Faced with the awkward silence, I offered, "Want to come in?" Ethan asked, "Won't I be bothering you?" While already stepping forward. Me, since when did he act like this? After Ethan left, I called Noah. Ethan's your cousin. After a pause, the reply came, my cousin told me not to talk about it. Me, that's basically admitting it already. Silence. Minutes before clock out, Ethan texted me frowny face, I need you to stay late tonight. Double pay. Overtime? I live to serve the company. 15 minutes after closing, all employees had left. The entire office held just Ethan and me. I kept working at my desk until Ethan approached. Come with me. Confused but compliant. I followed him to a supermarket where he picked out groceries and seasonings. I had no clue why he dragged me along for solo shopping, but didn't dare question my boss, especially with double pay involved. Everything clicked when we arrived at my apartment complex. Ethan had moved into the unit across from mine. A housewarming dinner? As Ethan unlocked his door, Noah appeared in the hallway, whining. "'Cause you're finally back. Moving your stuff nearly killed me." A white puppy trailed behind him, blinking soulfully. We carried the bags inside. Ethan announced, "First night in the new place. Let's celebrate." Since Noah was here, I stayed, while Ethan cooked alone in the kitchen. Noah and I played with the puppy in the living room. When dinner was ready, Noah got a call. "Can't stay, gotta fix a proposal." "You too enjoy." He vanished before finishing his sentence. Shoes barely tied. I'll admit, Ethan's cooking perfectly matched my tastes. Every dish was my favorite. We ate joyfully, the meal stretching late into the night. Just a few days into the job, Ethan sent a notification in the company group chat about a week-long team building retreat to Dolly. The group erupted in cheers, everyone thanking Ethan. The night before the trip, Ethan rang my doorbell wearing a bathrobe with damp hair. My shower stopped working mid-rinse. "Mind if I use yours?" Though the evening was chilly, I let him borrow my bathroom. At midnight, my phone startled me awake. "Zen, could you check on Ethan? He's burning up." I mumbled agreement, only to jolt fully awake at the next words, door code 0520. Grabbing fever meds and water, I rushed across the hall. Ethan lay curled and shivering, his puppy snoozing at his feet, his forehead scorched under my touch. When I tried to sit him up for medication, his glassy eyes focused on me. "Baby, I've missed you so much," he rasped. I recoiled. "You're confused." "I'm not. You are." He insisted, cheeks flushed, not arguing with fever delirium. I pushed the pills toward him. "Take these." He turned his face away. "If I do, you'll leave. Take them and I'll stay." I bargained. His fingers closed around my wrist as he whined. "You never missed me at all, did you? Noah always said you didn't care either way." "Noah's your informant?" I raised an eyebrow. "Just occasionally shared updates." He admitted, avoiding my gaze, when he still refused the pills. I played hardball, swallow these or I walk. He gulped the tablets dry. "Stay until I sleep?" He bargained. Suddenly docile, I nodded, settling into his bedside chair. "One more thing." His fingers brushed mine. "Can I hold your hand? So I know you're really here." The man's fevered grip clung like a lifeline throughout the night. By dawn, his temperature broke, though our company retreat plans certainly hadn't survived the night. And as the working stiff, I had to stay behind to take care of him. Noah showed up in the morning, but Ethan still hadn't woken up. Noah set the breakfast he'd brought on the table, his tone unusually somber. "Zen, I need to talk to you." "About Ethan." I nodded in agreement. He began his confession. "Truth is, I knew you were the person Ethan liked since the day I moved into the dorm. When I asked if you knew about him studying abroad, I was testing whether you understood his feelings. Ethan's crazy about you. He's done so much behind the scenes but never wanted to brag about it. After visiting the Hayes family today, I realized you needed to hear this. I don't know if this changes anything for you, and I won't push you either way. Just want you to know Ethan's one of the good ones. That post on the campus confession board about him having a girlfriend? Total lie. He fabricated it so you'd focus on your studies without distractions. The truth is Ethan didn't go abroad for some fancy exchange program. He got disowned by his family and had to build everything from scratch overseas, working multiple jobs while studying on scholarships. 2 years. That's how long it took him to graduate and build this company from nothing. Also, he could return to you sooner. Even this apartment? Ethan had me lease it to you. Said fresh graduates never have savings. I've said my piece. Just don't let regrets linger. How could anyone remain unmoved? This man had rewritten his entire life trajectory for me. Ethan finally stirred around noon. I served him congee with pork and century egg. Eat up, I said, filling his bowl. He ate quietly until halfway through, then suddenly asked, "Did I do anything embarrassing last night?" My thoughts still churning from Noah's revelations. I remained silent. Ethan set down his spoon. "Zan, what's wrong?" "Noah came by earlier. Told me everything." His knuckles whitened around the table edge. "Like what?" "After a bead," I answered, "that you got disowned because of me. It wasn't your fault." He blurted, "My family issues existed way before, Ethan." I cut through his protests. "Want to give this a real shot? You and me." The spoon clattered against his bowl. The apartment went so quiet I could hear our synchronized breathing. "Oh, really? You're not joking, Ethan." My voice steadied. "Thank you for showing me love exists even when you can't see it." His chair screeched backward as he shot up. "Been waiting years for this." He whispered, voice cracking. "I'm sorry it took me so long. Sorry you suffered alone." Ethan pulled me into an embrace, his laughter warm against my temple. "Worth every second. You were always worth it." His hold tightened like he'd never let go. And for the first time, I stopped counting the cost. Thank God I agreed. All that pretending to be sick last night wasn't in vain. Ethan gloated. "Me? Ethan, what did you just say?" Realizing his slip-up, Ethan immediately backtracked. "Wait, listen. Let me explain." My ears burned crimson. Since when did he start using pet names right after we got together? Who taught him this? Don't call me that. Ethan played along perfectly. "Whatever you say." "Babe." "Me? So he's completely ignoring me now." After we started dating, Ethan became ridiculously clingy, despite living across the hall. He'd visit my apartment 800 times nightly, borrowing vinegar, shirts, chargers, inventing increasingly absurd excuses to stay over. His favorite justification? Don't want my baby feeling lonely sleeping alone. And he never stopped recreating our college days, constantly demanding affection. "Zen, kiss me." He'd pout with puppy dog eyes. When I kept working on my report, he'd escalate. "Baby, look at me." "Kiss? Not happening unless you want to sleep in the hallway." I finally snapped during deadline crunch time. Tears instantly welled up in those Bambi eyes. I stubbornly kept typing. When I finally glanced up, there he was curled in the fetal position on my bed like some abandoned golden retriever. Does the board know their CEO acts like this? I laughed. The man who commanded boardrooms with ironclad authority now needed constant coddling at home. "You don't love me anymore." His voice cracked dramatically. "You always kissed me before." Me? Cut the act. He doubled down on the sniffles. "Fine. Come get your kiss." Before I finished speaking, Ethan materialized beside me. All traces of sadness magically evaporated. Selective hearing at its finest. As year-end deadlines loomed, we both worked past midnight constantly. On New Year's Eve morning, Noah texted frowny face saying, "Were you guys celebrating this year?" I suddenly remembered Noah mentioning Ethan hadn't visited home in 2 years. Setting my phone down, I asked, "Where are we doing Christmas this year?" "Where else?" "Baby, our home." Ethan nuzzled my neck. You should visit your family. They're still your parents. I refuse to be the reason he lost blood ties. Ethan froze. Finally, he murmured, then we'll go together. After a stunned pause, I smiled, okay. We rose at dawn Christmas morning, arms loaded with presents for the Hayes family. As our car pulled up to the estate, Noah stood waiting at the iron gates. He enthusiastically helped us carry the bags, whispering advice to Ethan. Cousin, be extra sweet when we go in. Charm aunt and uncle, you know how they get. They've missed you these past 2 years, even if they won't admit it. The moment we stepped inside, Mr. Hayes boomed. 2 years. You finally remembered where home is? Mrs. Hayes swatted his arm. Our son's here. Must you start already? Her eyes glistened as she cupped Ethan's face. You've lost weight. Dad? Mom? Mrs. Hayes dabbed her eyes. Just glad you're home. Noah chimed in, holding up gift boxes. Uncle, look what Ethan and Zan brought. Thoughtful, right? Mrs. Hayes nudged her husband expectantly. After prolonged throat clearing, Mr. Hayes grunted. Dinner's ready. During the meal, Mrs. Hayes piled my plate with dumplings. You're Zan. Yes? Didn't know your favorites. So I made everything. Thank you, Mrs. Hayes. Later on the living room couch, Ethan got summoned by his father. Mrs. Hayes settled beside me. Zan, thank you for bringing our boy back. Noah told me everything. She twisted her napkin. He's always been stubborn. 2 years ago, he chose you over us. Walked out that door and her voice cracked. We just want him happy now. If you two are good, we're good. I nodded. Every parent's fear, losing their child. At the New Year's Eve feast, both Hayeses handed me fat red envelopes. We left before midnight, collapsing on our apartment couch. I sighed. Ethan produced another envelope, thinner, but containing multiple credit cards. Your parents already. That's from them. He nuzzled my neck. This is from your husband. I snorted, examining platinum cards. Since when do I manage your family assets? Since always. His lips found my earlobe. Now kiss me properly, and I'll tell you what Dad said earlier. I pushed him off. Ethan, when will you stop this obsessive smooching? He grinned, utterly unrepentant. When I stop loving you. So never. My chest tightened. Through parental storms and his relentless affection, this man never wavered.